Hey y'all, it's Defiantly Silver here. Today we're opening up packs on TCG Live from the code cards we got from our original packs. Our main card's going to be Skull Villain because of his attack and damage counters. Pidgey to search for any card we need or want. Chien Pao allows us to distribute energy when we attack with him. Also looking to pull Latias for a Skyliner ability. Alright, let's see what we can get, y'all. So while I'm pulling these packs, I'm looking for a few specific cards. And in this episode, I'm going to talk about the specific Pokemon cards that I'm actually looking for, not just the item and trainer and support cards. So I know I'm looking for that Skull Villain, because his attack does 10 damage plus 70 for every damage counter that he has on him. And to pair with it, I was thinking about pairing it with the Egregious. Because Egregious puts 6 damage counter on each Pokemon that has an ability, both yours and your opponent's Pokemon. So if I have Skull Villain benched with Egregious up, I use this attack, I put 6 damage counters on my Skull Villain, and my Skull Villain's automatically going to start hitting for 430 damage. And I know that's enough to knock out pretty much anything, even if you have it boosted. But I'm trying to figure out what other cards I want to use in the set, because we have Gimmighoul here, which allows you to search your deck for up to 2 basic energies. So Gimmighoul has a move that states, search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards, reveal them, put them in your hand, and then shuffle your deck. That could be pretty useful for attaching energies to Skull Villain quickly. I wonder if there's any other card out there that'd be better off doing it than that. Alright, we got ourselves a Palisand EX. Not too shabby. Not what we're looking for, but I'm also trying to work with the cards that I have and the cards that I know I have. Pavilion might not be a bad idea, although that's going to take up 3+ card slots just for Pokemon alone, but for each of my benched Pokemon, I could search my deck for a card that evolves from that Pokemon and put it onto that Pokemon to evolve it, then shuffle the deck. Which, honestly, that wouldn't be too bad just because Scatterbug, search your deck for a basic Pokemon and put it into your bench. I don't know what I'm going to pair, I don't know what I want to combo. Okay, and an Archelodon EX. I know I gotta make it something decent. And depending on what trainer or support cards I use, if I ever have to discard something, alright, Lycia's Appeal. Instead of that, I could try using Delmise. Its move Rescue Kedge. Put up to 2 Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand. Archelodon EX. Oricoreo's not the best option just because I could attach 2 basic energy cards from my discard pile to one of my benched Pokemon. That would be really beneficial for stacking on, because that would give it the only 2 energy that it needs in order to start dealing the damage. But again, I kind of have to wait until I get some damage counters on it, otherwise I'm only doing 10 damage. Maybe I could use a Cryogonal. Search my deck for a Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. And that might potentially be able to get me not just Skull Villain, but that could also get me Pidgeotto for the Pidgeot. Executor Terra EX, not bad. I'm going to have to figure out how to minimalize this, and I feel like I'm only going to discover what I really want to do after I play a few hands and see how certain cards play out. Hell, I might even just stick with Sigilif. Double draw 2 cards. As simple as that is, I mean, it could do the trick. And it might take a little while before it's knocked out. Or should I just try and stick with a Cleffa? Because Cleffa would allow me to draw till I have 7 cards in my hand with Grasping Draw. Titan, okay. What I really need to do is I need to figure out how to get myself one of the Chi-Yus. Choose up to 3 of your benched Pokemon. For each of those Pokemon, search your deck for a basic fire energy card and attach it to that Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. So it does 100 damage and it puts 3 energies from your deck onto your cards. Granted, you might be able to do that twice, stack up a bunch of energy, and push the Skull Villain out immediately next turn. I need to figure out which cards I plan on using. If I have Skull Villain, there's also its pre-evolution CAPCUT. I have Egregious to deal damage, and that's to any Pokemon that has an ability, both mine and the opponent's. I'm looking at just 4 cards between Skull Villain, Cough Egregious, getting those up. If I want to get the Pidgey outline out, there's another 3. I'm already at 7. Ooh, that's a nice Flapple. I don't know how many more slots I need available as far as Pokemon cards and not just tool trainer cards, energies, etc. I've looked up a little bit on how to structure a deck. I just have to figure out how it plays and go from there. Okay, another Executor. Okay, not too bad. There's 2 cards that I know I really want to try playing off of, and that's the Yamask with the Cough Egregious, the CAPCUT with the Skull Villain. And if I can find the CAPCUT with increasing spice, it allows me to search my deck for a basic fire energy card and attach it to this Pokemon, and then I shuffle my deck. If I can do that once, next turn switch out, get CAPCUT on the bench, get Chi-Yu out, use Chi-Yu's attack, I could cook. Now I just need to figure out how to get Chi-Yu in real life.